Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live session of GETI Talks. My name is Shilpi, and I'm the Relationship Manager with the Global Education and Training Institute. My guest today is a special one. She comes from a very far away district in Tamil Nadu, which is Maila Thuradai, and she is the principal of Ideal Secondary School, which is a CBSE school. Well, the topic that she's going to speak on, I remember a song which we used to have in our playgroup when I was studying in the school, and it was that the time to be happy is now, the place to be happy is here, and the way to be happy is to make someone happy, and we'll have a little heaven right here. So, well, you have understood. Yes, it's quite right. The topic of Ms. Sridevi is that she's going to speak on the attitude which leads towards happiness. She has been an English postgraduate. She has been into the field of education for the past 21 years. She has been awarded the Shiromani Vidya Award by IIEM, and she is also a coach. Well, over to you, Ms. Sridevi.
Yes, good morning to one and all. It's my great privilege to choose as an eminent speaker in Global Education Institute. I thank Dr. Sunita Gandhi, who took the initiative for the social welfare of the education contribution. I thank you. And now, today my topic is happiness with attitude. Actually, happiness, human life is born with an attitude. Attitude is the what? The way of life. Attitudes paves the way of success. So the same, that attitude, how we can mold the attitude that lies with happiness. One thing, I like to ask the questions. What is happiness? I can say, your attitude is the happiness. The same vice versa. What is attitude? The same happiness is an answer. So same thing. What is happiness? Your attitude is the happiness. So both interlink with each other. Once a person used to be good in attitude, he used to be a lifelong the positive mindset. He or she can be a mindset with the good happiness with attitude. Now, I just want to ask you all. Everyone used to have a cup of coffee or tea or black tea or green tea, etc. So whatever we used to have a choice of drinking coffee, that is a life, I can say. Drinking a cup of coffee is a life. Why? Because people used to have variety of stay to have a cup of coffee. That is a life actually. So when Hari Bari, they used to have a headache, or that they used to be addicted to coffee or tea. They used to drink a coffee, something they swallow. Immediately they used to swallow. Hari Bari they used to drink. That is one stay. So certain people used to be what? For namesake, they used to drink a coffee. That is the other character. But usually, I used to have a coffee or tea. We want to give us some specific time. We are not giving importance to have even 2 minutes. We are not giving a time to have our coffee or tea. That is what happiness lies with us. So when we sweep minutely, one sweep, that gives a plenty of happiness, enormous of happiness to our energy booster throughout the day. But as we are employee or teachers or whatever the house, we are doing some certain works. We are not having a 2 minutes time to take a coffee. When we just spend the 2 minutes, the whole day will give you the energy booster that to have a good perception of positive ideas in a life. So each and every day, this is a simple logic I come to know. Because even myself, I don't have in a morning when I used to have a hurry work, I don't have a time to have to spend a time to entertain that, to taste my coffee. Okay, so that is a life. So people, we are in a hurry world. We are not have any pass or anything to stop and to start. That is a happiness. That is what we are struggling to get a happiness. So now this moment onwards, I request the audience and the people to spend 2 minutes morning and evening to taste the coffee, that is a life. Then only we can taste our life. Whatever nothing that makes our attitude best. So please spend. That gives a simple logic, that gives a happiness. Even I used to feel the same thing. Now, the same aspects of happiness is our mindset actually. Happiness is our mindset. We should not, the situation, we should not react to the situation. Okay, we should not act. That is, the attitude lies should be our own inner side should be the happiness. Our mind thought should be the happiness. We are living a life for ourselves, not for others. Okay, so in that angle, whatever we are doing, the work that should be lies a happiness to ours. That is same. When we happy, when our work is to be happy, automatically the throughout the day we used to have a happy mindset attitude. For here, I like to say one story here. A German philosopher visitor to the temple. There, a sculptor used to started to do that idol of God. Okay, he started to do. So the German philosopher used to admire the sculptor and watching how he is making the idol of God. At the time, unfortunately, the philosopher used to watch the sculptor. Already he had done one idol of God. The same model, he is doing the sculptor thing. Okay, so he's asking, the philosopher used to ask the questions to the sculptor. Already you are done the same model you are doing. Are you doing two piece same? The sculptor here, but he didn't respond immediately. He say yes, no. That is I already done, but that is a damage. That the idol of God is something is a damage. So I'm making a new statue. So that philosopher used to examine very keenly, one by one noticed, I don't find any damage. Then why you are wasting your time? Wasting your time and doing other sculpture, other idol. Like that, the sculptor is shocked, and then he used to say, see there no piece of the idol of God. That is, some scratches are there, few scratches on the nose. So I am not satisfied with the idol, that statue. So again, I am doing. Again, the philosopher used to ask us next question, where you are going to place this idol of God. The philosopher, German philosopher, used to raise a question to the sculptor. The sculptor answered very simple, 20 feet high, I'm going to place this, this statue. The German philosopher immediately, as if he is a very, very great intelligent, he used to ask the sculptor, 20 feet high when you place, the audience or that people used to watch that statue, the idol of God, they can't be able to notice the scratches on the nose. Then why you are wasting your time and making a other piece like that ask? For that, very clearly, the sculptor used to answer, the happiness lies with me. The perfection is for me, not for others. I am doing for my satisfaction. So, not to notify others. I am not acting. I am not acting to others. I am not satisfying others. I am reacting to the originality. I feel satisfied among myself. That is a real happiness. So when I do my work with the perfection, I used to gain a lot of confidence. I used to gain the happiness. That is a real attitude, my dear audience. That is a real perception. That is the attitude of the sculptor. So as that nose piece is only is what? Little bit of some scratches, not even damage. But again, the sculptor used to take the pain, hard work, patience, time, and everything he's doing again with the perfection, not for others, for his satisfaction. So I feel we are we have to live our own life. That is a happiness. Today, that is a society is n number of what a number of so many things are there, money motivated, materialistic world. In this world, we are living a life for others, actually. We are not feeling ourselves in a society, what the society will say. When I do something, what they say. So when I do like this, what my father say. When I do like this, what my mother say. So that should be the question between that ultimate super God and ourselves. The conversation should be both. That makes our attitude. Whenever doing a mistake, God will watching us. Some superior power is watching us. So we want to be go in a correct track. That is our own inside of our attitude. That lies the real happiness. We don't want to act for others. As a students or teachers, as the observer, you are watching the audience. You don't want to act for your teacher. You don't want to act for your principal. You don't want to act for your management or your relationship with your husband or your mother or father. You please react to that own mindset of the happiness that paves the way of the success and happiness and attitude in your life. I think you enjoy this story. Really, I used to motivate this simple sort of story. And one more thing here I like to say, uh, William Wordsworth, according to him, the poem is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. The feelings, spontaneous. When he used to start writing the poem, he himself feels that power of what? Spontaneous overflow of thought process of feelings. So the thought process of feelings should be happy. So whenever, even when we face a negative situation, we have to come out of that. Our mindset should be happy. The spontaneous of overflow of powerful thoughts makes us happy. Okay. So other thing, recollections of past memory lies the happiness. Recollections of past memories gives us a happiness. So here one psychologist used to say that world research found out our attitude is already with us actually. When we born, okay, our hereditary used to have 50% of our background lies with our hereditary of the attitude, our genetic attitude. So how your father or grandfather or ancestors, what the same thing, our principles as a human, every human used to have the 50% of attitude among themselves with a genetic reason, the hereditary process. The remaining 50%, 10% with our environmental surroundings, 10% with our environmental surroundings. Because environmental surrounding in the sense, I used to be living in Tamil Nadu. I used to give the importance for the cultural heritage in as an Indian. When the same thing, when I used to go to the abroad of the US or anywhere, what their perception that what how that people used to be the attitude, that attitude I may be following. So that is why I'm saying 10% of attitude lies with the environment. Even one person used to be working in IT, they used to have those aspects of attitude. When the person used to come for the teaching, that attitude. So depending upon the what profession, the environmental changes, the attitude comes actually. So the remaining 40% of attitude lies with you, your mindset. The remaining 40% is very, very important. The remaining 40% of attitude lies with your own mindset. So you want to frame your own mindset, your own goal, your own task of mindset. Whatever the obstacles comes, how to overcome that thing. That is a real attitude. So this 40, how we want to frame this 40% of attitude, how we are going to organize the 40, how you are going to program the 40% of our attitude, that shows reality, that shows your happiness in your life. Okay. So, so we want to focus the 40% of attitude is very, very important in our life. So now I'm going to say how we want to frame that 40% of attitude. This is a life cycle actually, life cycle, the attitude cycle. Okay, when we want to give attitude, the attitude, what is attitude? So we want to frame the life cycle, our own individual wellness is depend upon the principles of intellectual, physical, social, environmental, financial, spiritual, and emotional. Okay, so we have seven thought process of attitude. When we control that seven process, we can be a successful personality in the society. Not for the society, for ours. Okay, so we can be a good person, good personality to our mindset, to we then, so that we can feel happiness. We can feel happiness. So this is what I try to say. So now the first, intellectual, the seven principles. Now I'm going to explain in very short. In order to gain the best attitude, our own individual mindset should be clarity. So in order to gain your strengthen your mindset, seven logical principles are there to follow in attitude. First, I'll give importance for the intellectual. Intellectual is actually development of our own ideas. Okay, so we should not cut copy paste our ideas. So we have to think over it. We want to react. We want to, according to the situations, we want to deal with those things. What comes now? To face the challenges, whatever that comes, the obstacles, even Corona is to attack. What is the remedy? We have to think. We should not feel about bad negative. How whether I used to survey or not, we should not think in that angle. Okay. So whatever comes, the intellectual of thought process of ideas, that ideas gives a plenty of thing to think over intellect. We should not as daily we want to all the garbage in our mind, no, that we have to ask the dustbin. Daily we are cleaning, we're putting outside the garbages. Same thing. What all the thought process, negative ideas, what all everything you want to clear all those things, and should have the fresh mind of intellectual ideas. That is what intellectual. So intellectual is very, very important. So when you have that mindset, you just first step, as a 7 steps, first step, you are reaching your goal. So that you want to give importance for the intellectual. Next, physical. Even now, can you guess my age? So even I am 43 or something else. So the physical, we should not have the mindset about the age. So the physical activities, when we are very brisk enough in doing all those works, automatically we feel a physical charming will enter. So in order to physical, when we feel happiness only, our physical ability also will work. Okay, when we are negative mind, when you are unhappy, we feel tired. We feel seems to be tired. Okay, even after traveling many places, your mindset is a happiness. Your physical, your body will be the energetic spirit. That energetic makes you to be a go for the next level. Okay, so the physical, you want to take care of a physical, that lies the happiness. If you are happiness only, your physical ability also you can able to do. So that is the second part of physical. Next one is social. Social, what is a social means? We want to accept in a society what is happening. We want to mingle with the society. Social emotion is very, very important. So when we are mingle, even this corona is a social happening now. So that is only for certain period. The life will not be going to continue throughout the same thing. So at the social, what is there, we want to accept even that the climatic conditions or anything else, politics or anything, even if you don't like any aspects of going in and around the third. So as a woman, now so many issues are we are seeing in media. Okay, that racism, that harassment, sexual harassment, everything. So we are not, we feel something bad. So, but how we want to frame the society? How we want to be engaged with the social evils happen in the society? So, how we want to do? So, something what we can try. So, we can't be able to fight forward. Okay, at least we can educate our children. We can educate our children, both boys and girls. So this is a society. We can't say society is corrupted. I don't like this society. I feel something irritated to say in the society. We can't do like that negative mind. So what amount of thing we can able to train our teachers or students that logical brings one day to be a success, something clarity in a society. Okay, so social. So that social what in a environment what is happened, that acceptance is your attitude. Okay, in society what is happened, the evil crimes is happened, that acceptance is your attitude. So that we can't be able to go for the negative aspects. So the next important is as a environmental. So environment in the sense, you can take your environment as a working place or your home. Okay, you maybe have a lot of works in a joint family or individual family. You may be stress oriented in an environment where teachers used to come after all those stress home, they prepare that what now we are very enjoy with the what work from home we are doing, but I can't say enjoy, it's a double work tension we are using actually. Both we want to tackle in the same places, both environment of online teaching and etc. So this environment brings those who are in and around us. So as a teacher, we are coming to school. Okay, you want to face the principal. So you feel as you are, so the environmental, you want to, whatever they're saying is good for our school. So she's not individually, she's not giving any workload to us. So to the welfare of the school only, the management or principal giving the work to us. So you want to adjust with the environment. You want to adjust with the working place. I bring this environment as a working place, or your home, your mother-in-law or something else, relation, some issues. So that environmental, you want to accept, you want to adjustable and accept your environment. So you have that mindset that gives that best attitude. When you adjust, automatically you feel happiness. Okay, no problem. I can do these things. That acceptance, that gives a multiple of happiness to your life. The same thing if you're not accept, why I want to do this work? Daily I want to do the same thing. Same thing again. The principal used to give always substitution to me. Why I want to do this? So if you raise all the negative questions with you, that what is going to happen? You can't directly ask your boss why you are giving this and that. But inside your thought process or with your colleagues, you criticize or you just used to raise so many questions with you. Is it so or not? That actually happen, you lack your happiness. Nothing is going to happen. Even blah 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 blah, this happened, that's happened. Anything you are saying, that nothing is going to happen. You are going to lack your happiness. Why we need? So better we have to adjust and accept. We have to think that we are learning something. We are learning as the workload is also heavy. We are learning something. That mindset should be the acceptance you need. Yes, next, very, very important, financial. So these are the thing we are struggling in our life. So far, I used to explain intellectual, physical, social, and environmental. The fifth one is financial. When we want to buy something else, the Diwali is coming. The best example, Diwali is coming. Okay, during this Diwali, what will happen? We need a certain school, they are giving 50%, certain school the business loss or something else, but we want to celebrate a Diwali. So financially we are weak. Okay, at that time totally you are what, depressed among yourself. That happens to be, you want to make a happy your children, your family, purchasing what, dresses or whatever, prepare sweets. So financially, not only for this celebrating Diwali, any issues, you may not have saving with you. So unfortunately, health issue may happen. At the time, financially, you will struggle. Okay. So at the time also, this is not a temporary, permanent what factor. Temporary, we want to manage. We want to do something. So what we want to do the calculation. So that is a temporary. So for that 1 year, you should not have that mindset. I don't have money. I borrowed the money. How I'm going to just debit the thing. So don't have that urge of the financial thing. And certain, don't compare your financial status with others. That definitely you lack your happiness. Definitely, I say that is a worst attitude. Comparing with the other status of attitude. What we have, our management is used to give a what 20% of increment to her. I'm working for the beginning. They used to give only 10% of increment. What happened? What comes to you? That is only for you. Your life for your. Okay. So why we want to compare other salary or other thing? So that is also the financial strategy. You lack your happiness. So please don't compare your part of anything in the aspects. Don't compare, especially the financial status. Okay, in next neighboring house they bought car, they bought luxurious home, but I can't able to do. Don't compare your materialistic part of with others. What God has given us a life, we are going to serve it. Okay, so that is what I try to say, financial thing. And then very next one is a very emotional. Don't emotional in the sense what? When you don't have your proper mindset, you have a lot of negative emotion. That negative emotion will bring you the stress. That stress happen to be a lot of health issues. So control your emotions, make your positive vibration with you. So don't have all those of negative vibes with you. That is the emotion. Because I can't say don't control your anger or anything. Even many plays, we are not what idol of something Buddha or something to control our anger or emotions, something. But close your eyes, reverse your counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so that your mind will be relaxed, so that you can control. And what the next steps to do to control your emotion. Don't immediately give your what anger words. Then we can't be able to take back that words again. So that is a mindset. So control your emotion. Next, very important, very important is the last but not least, spiritual. As already I informed the story about German, the thing, the saying, the philosophic spirituality is very important too. Who is today, every human, who is thinking about the spiritual? What is a spirituality? As a thing, the self-satisfaction is a spirituality. Self-satisfy. You satisfy among yourself. That self-satisfaction is a spirituality. Without doing any harm to others is a spiritual. Okay. And at last, I like to say happiness, happiness, happiness. Happiness is not only what we are gaining our mindset happiness. The double happiness is when we are giving, when we are helping to others. That is a really a beautiful, that is what a exact happiness I can say. Okay. So when we help others, helping in the sense not only the financial help, okay, any sort of help, physical help. Okay, your mother used to, or doing some work when you're going for relations home. So something physical help when you're just doing anything. Anything, just a neighbor house, the students are not studying properly. When you are teaching, when the mathematics or grammar part, when you are teaching, they used to understand that concept. That gives you multiple of happiness to you. So helping others is a way of success in life. Okay. So ultimate life is helping others heal your soul is my thought. I love that thought very much. Helping others used to heal my soul. So you help others, automatically you gain your happiness. That lets the spirituality in your life. I think you may just have a understanding about the life cycle of that attitude. When you follow this 7 steps, definitely you will gain your attitude and happiness in your life. Okay. And I like to say one thing. I love Shakespeare dramatist as a beautiful thing. He used to say, life is a drama. Life is a drama. So as a God has come, we come to this universe, we want to face the challenges. In a drama, either it is a comedian character or a tragedy or whatever the character, we have to enact our character beautiful. Okay, either God has created in a rich family, we born to a rich family or poor family, or whatever the background, we want to survey. We want to have a mindset of good attitude. So we want to just till our end of one day, the Bhagavan that they used to write the thing. Today we born, one day we may be buried in our this earth. So within this lifespan, okay, we want to what? Run a life with a happiness. We want to survey our character. We want to enact our character. Okay, so that as a life, what role comes to us, we want to do that role with a confident courage, and we want to reach our goal. So this is a simple logic of happiness. And one more thing, at last, I like to conclude my point by saying few tips to have a happiness. This is recently I used to find as a philosophical, they used to say recollection of past memories gives us a happiness. When you go to bed, automatically when you go to bed, something will be relaxed mood. Automatically you feel happy. That's good sleeper. This past 1 week, I used to follow this. Is a very good very good thought actually. Okay, what I'm doing before, because I am also as a thing, I used to have a lot of stress and everything. Is my own what experience I'm sharing to you all. Okay, so when I used to think about my past, uh, something bad past, why happened this and that, and future. I have two daughters. Now she's doing her +2. So in next, where which college I'm going to join, how as during this pandemic, how the examination is going to be happen. I am the principal. That is different. The personal I'm saying about the person. What which college I used to join my daughter. So these sort of things, negative, something is collapse. Why you want to think a next day future? Why you want to think about the past? Live with the present situation that gives the good happiness. So when I go to bed, now what I'm doing, what all happened in your life, I used to close my eyes. If your audience used to listen to this, you please close your eyes for 2 minutes. Please close your eyes for 2 minutes and recollect any good memories, either in your school days, either in your college days, or either it may be after your married life, or anything, either tour or any vacation or anything else that you may love that what experience, the recollections. You keep it in your mind. Slowly you just enjoy as if lively you are just doing the recollection of past memories. How we used to enjoy the trip, how we spend our college day, how we spend these things, everything you recollect, the good memories. Slowly, slowly, that happiness bring you the boost of energy. Something your body will be water. You feel a relaxation. The relaxation slowly used to be water mindset, relax, so that you have a very good deep sleep. Now slowly open your eyes and relax. Daily night, you just do the same things. You recollect your past incident. I'm not saying the past incident, past memories of good recollections. That gives the plenty of happiness to you. That gives the enjoyable to you. Okay, so this way you can avoid your stress buster, and you can just have a relaxed mood, and you can have a good sleep, and you have at that night when you go to bed, the happiness that's to your comfortable zone. Okay, that at last, nothing else. Attitude lies with you. If you have the positive mindset, acceptance and tolerance, definitely you have a very good nature. That good attitude paves the way of success in your life, and you can be a better in your life. Thank you so much for that wonderful opportunity. Now you can ask the questionnaire round.
It was such a wonderful session. I did not miss any of your points, and I was so rapt, in listening to you. Yes, indeed, I understand all the points that you told. I think somewhat I have gathered in my mind. So it is like, happiness at the end, what I believe is a state of mind. It is not something that, it's not destined, it's a choice. It's a choice that we make. We cannot wait for happiness to come to us. We need to create ourselves, our mindset in such a way to be happy. And yes, we are free birds. We have a free will. God has given us a free will. If we feel certain situations or certain things are not making us happy, the effort should be to, go ahead and create those kinds of environments and be with those kind of people who will make us happy. I mean, nobody has actually bound us into those situations. We forget that. We forget that because we become overwhelmed, with those situations and people and circumstances. We become too much attached to it. I think that is the reason of unhappiness. We do not want to leave those situations because we are so much started connecting to it. So I think yes, our audience would have also understood this, that happiness is actually a state of mind, and to become happy is your own effort. Nobody is going to do it for you, whether it be people, whether it be environment, whether it's your workplace, anywhere. You feel that your happiness is being marred and you're not feeling good. Make the effort to change it. Make the effort to move ahead. All right, you cannot blame people for it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Ms. Sridevi, for early morning. Actually, it will change my day today, and it will change my entire week. Thank you so much for being here. And we would expect you to be here once again with one more inspirational topic for all of us. And to the audience, please stay tuned in for tomorrow. We have again a very lively Getty talk with Miss Chandani Kohli, who's again going to speak about believing in ourselves. So goodbye for now and have a great day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.